Imagine you are driving and your car suddenly feels sluggish. The check engine light pops on, and you realize your transmission is not shifting the way it used to, almost like it is confused about what gear it should be in. This is exactly what happens when your computer triggers a P2729 code, which points directly to a low voltage condition in the control circuit for transmission pressure control, solenoid, EEE. Modern transmissions are incredibly complex, and they rely on a whole team of solenoids, labeled from A all the way through E, or even further, to move hydraulic fluid through the system so your clutches can grab and release perfectly. When the circuit for solenoid E has a voltage that is too low, it means the solenoid cannot move the way the PICM is commanding it to, which leads to slipping, overheating, and that dreaded sensation of the transmission slamming into gear. It is a moderate issue that can turn into a total disaster if you ignore it, because every time that transmission slips or bangs, you are causing microscopic wear on the internal components. You might even notice misfire-like symptoms or your engine running hotter than usual because the transmission is creating extra drag. To track this down, you should start by looking at the wiring harness that plugs into the transmission, because these wires are often exposed to heat, road salt, and vibration, which can cause them to fray or the connectors to corrode. If you see green crusty stuff on the pins of the connector, that is your smoking gun right there. You also want to make sure your transmission filter is not restricted, because a lack of fluid flow can sometimes trick the system into thinking there is a circuit problem. Grab your DeVix OAM and test the resistance of the solenoid itself while comparing it to the factory service manual. If the wiring is solid and the fluid is clean but the resistance is off, you are likely looking at a faulty solenoid that needs to be swapped out. Taking the time to do a thorough visual inspection of the transmission pump and the valve body can also reveal hidden issues like blocked passages that are preventing the solenoid from doing its job. Just remember to always check the latest technical service bulletins for your vehicle first, because sometimes the fix is as simple as a software flash instead of a mechanical repair.